Oh, probably sounds like a pen. Hold on just a minute. What's up, everybody? So that's the biggest deer I've ever shot at, and maybe the biggest deer I'll ever shoot at, but it'll definitely be in my top 3 for sure. But before I get too far, I want to explain the hunting in the weeks before this deer. So I went for 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks straight hunting every day, and on the weekdays I would go in the afternoon, and then on the weekends I'd go morning and afternoon. But I saw a lot of action. This is all in my last video I posted. All this is in there. But I passed up one decent buck that I was going to shoot if he came back out, and he had like super long G2s, but he wouldn't have scored very good, but I liked him. But I passed him up, and then I saw a lot of action though during all those 2.5 weeks or so. But then after those 2 weeks, Thanksgiving break started for school, so I didn't have to do any kind of virtual school or anything. So I went to, the first day I went to, I ain't gonna say it, but I went and I saw, in the morning time I went, and I didn't really see much, and it was like late morning. But in the afternoon I went and I saw 5 does, and I'll play that footage right here real quick. So I saw those 5 does, then the dogs up to the left started barking at them, and they kind of moved on out and they moved back into the woods. And then the next day I didn't go in the morning until 11:50 when I saw a doe across the fence. I didn't even want to go then because I just got really discouraged about like not seeing any, and well, I've seen some, but the past like week I haven't really seen much action besides the 5 does. So I was real discouraged. I hadn't been seeing bucks or anything, and I went, and for 30 minutes, about 11:50 to 12:20, didn't see anything else following her. That's what I was looking for. I probably didn't stay long enough, but then, so I was sitting there, it's like 4:15 or 4:20 or so, and I was sitting there, I look up, and monster buck out there. I'm like, holy crap. So I get the gun up, I put it on the shooting sticks, and I'm like, I range him, and he's 250 yards. So I'm like, crap, I need to make sure I got these marks right. BDC scope. And I look up on my phone where I screenshotted where it's like, shows you where each of your yardages are, where each of your reticles should hit. And the third bubble was 250 yards, and put it right on him, but he almost walks off camera because I didn't really have time to fool with the camera too much. But it's like every time I shoot a deer I don't get it on camera. But this year anyway, I got that 4-pointer last year on camera. And anyway, I'll let it play from here. I didn't get to get back to y'all after we started processing or anything. I just didn't really have time. My dad had to work the next morning. But I guess that's about it. I'll just let the video play from here. I got one more surprise for this video. But we got him, like, I'll play this footage right here where we kind of went up to him. So we go up to him right here. Well, finally got him. He's 9-pointer. Real old. I don't know if you can see him or not, but I got it. We'll take the measurements when we get home, but we done tagged him in. He's a 9-pointer. He's got the kicker right there. But I guess we'll try to load him up. He's huge coming out of his head. Well, we'll see y'all maybe when we get home. So when we go up to it, like, I was kind of rushed because we ran out of daylight and stuff. But I said I'd try to get back to y'all with processing. We didn't film anything till the next day when I loaded the carcass up, but I ain't even gonna put that in the video. But we took it to the taxidermist, caped out and everything, and shot it on Tuesday, and on Friday I got to go and pick up the rack. So it's like the skull cap and the rack. So he's gonna be 6 months before he can start working on this deer. So I'll have it in about 10 months, I guess, is what he said. But he is a 9-pointer, and the $1 million question right now is probably what did he score? And he did score 137 inches. And I have the rack right here. That's like this far from my face, and it's that big. So he did score 137 inches. There's those 4 points, these main 4 points with the brow, and then right here, I don't know if, right here, gosh, you can't really see, right there, there's about a 2-inch point. So that scored him, if without the 9th point, it would have been a 135-inch 8-pointer. But he almost had the same kicker coming out on the other side. See right there? There's a good angle of it. Right there, he almost had the same kicker coming out. But right here, around this base, scored 5.5 inches. And this one scored 5 inches. And he carried his mass all the way out. I don't know if y'all can tell, but he carries his mass all the way out to his main beams, the end of his beams. Right here, scored 3 inches on both sides. So he carries it. He's an old deer. His prime may have even been last year. We don't know. But the biggest deer I've ever shot, maybe the biggest deer I'll ever shoot. But the dude that scored it is the taxidermist, and he's been involved in like professional scoring, so we're trusting him pretty good. But I don't know if you can tell, but this side right here, the whole entire side, it's obvious on the brow tines, but this whole side is taller, like everywhere. So like all of the points are taller on this side. So weird. Even the main beam comes up higher. I don't know, it's weird, but I'm thankful for him. And we actually ate some of the meat tonight. We ate the tenderloins and some of the backstrap. And man, was it good. I'll throw in a little footage of before we cooked it on here. We got the tenderloins and bacon and the backstrap and some ham steak. We're gonna cook it on the fire. So yeah, it's really good. And we still got all the rest of the meat in the freezer. And I'm excited to get this thing mounted. But he's definitely going to be my top 3 deer I ever kill. But this is what I was waiting on. I passed some bucks, and I only passed one like good buck that I would have shot anyway. But yeah, we got some good bucks, I think, for next year. Like, not good bucks this year necessarily, but we got some potential for sure. And This wasn't even at my house. I wish it was, because it's a big deer. I wish we had this kind of deer at our house right now. We probably do, actually. We just ain't seen it. But thank y'all for watching, and comment on some videos I can do. And I guess that's it. I'll try to do better camera working. But I am going to be filming for like my family members that are hunting. So I'll do some filming of them. And I'm going to set up my Savage that I talked about in the last video for squirrel hunting. And then hopefully it'll be a squirrel hunt video for that gun. But again, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see y'all next time.